Hello, everyone. This is Rick Rose, Dane County Supervisor for District 16 over here on the east side of Madison and Burke Township. Just want to shout out today to say that on the beginning of my new second term, so thank you so much for having put your trust in me to be serving a second term as board supervisor. At the organizational meeting at the beginning of this term, we had voting opportunities for leadership. And I decided, after being encouraged by other board supervisors, to put my name in for the running as chair. That evening, I was nominated, as was April Kigea, fellow supervisor, and our current board chair and fellow supervisor, Patrick Miles. We were not allowed to give any speeches after our nomination. That was perplexing because I had written something out, as I know April Kigea as well did, because she went and posted on her social media. If you'd like to see what her comments and statement was to being nominated and why she felt she'd be a good leader of our board, which I'd encourage you to go check out. I am not sure about Chair Miles. I did not ask him if he had something prepared. He was honored to win that evening, to win his second term as board chair after serving the board for about 20 years. But I had something written and prepared. What I wrote and prepared, I was expecting to deliver on the floor that day because I wanted on public record. Even though fellow supervisors choose their leadership, just like you would on any board of directors, for instance, we still have the responsibility to serve our entire constituency. Even though they may not be voting on leadership, they certainly need to know what we stand for as leaders who want to step it up and be in chair positions on the board. So I am taking this opportunity to read here and post on my blog what I was prepared to say that evening after I was nominated. So it is verbatim. This was addressed on the floor to my fellow constituents, 35 other colleagues, but I would have it read here as I am doing because I want it to be out in the public of what I stand for, specifically what I spoke to my fellow supervisor about were some concerns on the board and some direction I wanted to take with the board. So here is what I had expected to say if we were given the right to say it, and I want you to hear it as well. Thank you, Supervisor Eicher, for your meaningful nomination and for your leadership as part of the board. As you know, you served this board as its chair for 2 years during the COVID crisis. Thank you so much. Congratulations also to the lot of us who were elected 2 weeks ago around this time and who took our oaths of office this evening. I have had the pleasure of visiting with each of you. While getting to know you, I have heard the qualities for leadership that you desire. To be seen and heard, to be treated equally and respectfully, to be inclusive and non-judgmental, to be fair and to have vision, to be hardworking, focused, and future-thinking. Through our conversations, I've been told that I provide a unifying voice, and by many of you have been asked to serve as your chair. I am humbled. Every time I rise like this, I am humbled. To have been elected by fellow Dane County residents to introduce and vote on legislation on their behalf is quite an honor. I am also humbled because I'm in awe of each of you, my peers. On this floor, I often provide public comment on how smart and caring each of you 35 individuals are. It's astounding what this room can do to collectively and wisely represent and advocate for the people of Dane County. You each bring such unique talents, intelligence, and abilities to the table. I am grateful to serve alongside you, and tonight I rise to present my leadership traits to you for your thoughtful consideration to be your next chair. I'd like to remind us all that there are still many Dane County citizens who still don't have a voice at these tables. I've risen many times to represent and advocate for the unrepresented in our community. Trans family and friends, our Indigenous brothers, sisters, and third spirits. People who are grossly stigmatized because of their lived experience using drugs. Single moms, including Karnika Miller, who cried out for help in this very room after she lost her beloved child. These children are lost to youth violence and senseless gun use in our county. And incarcerated residents like Terrell Davis, the young man whom I often speak of and who informed my committee work of public protection and justice, and for whom I proudly serve as a CASA and legal guardian. My record stands. As a leader, I would amplify those voices and your voices. Progressive momentum and forward thinking will continue under my leadership with solid communication, relationship building, full inclusion, and unwavering support for each of your goals and those of your districts: urban, rural, developing, historic, agricultural, conservative, and liberal alike. What we need now is consensus. In that there is power. Power to get things done smoother, better, and truer for all of those we represent. We need to build equanimity, for from that comes sustainability and productivity. We must stand as a united body with many beautiful moving parts. I'm here to support each of you and help break down senseless barriers for everyone in Dane County. And since there are so many foodies on the board and an homage to Top Chef featuring Madison and Dane County this season, I would like to close with a quote from Chef Jose Andres. "I don't believe in higher walls. I believe in longer tables." I see you at that table, and I hope you see me setting that table and share my vision with your head and heart focused on the needs of the people of Dane when you vote for chair. As you all know, and as we all know, we have found that our voices and our votes count. They have power and they matter. Thank you, and onward.